Sorry, Andrew Butcher. It is on the outside in the 36 machine. He'll lead him away. Robinson on his outside. Then we go back to the second of the Robinsons in the 28 machine with Tim Harris. The second of the Tim Harrises from Toowoomba. He'll start out of 4. We go back to Ellis. And the rest, 20 laps of journey. We are going green. We'll call them off as they roll on by. And Slacky in the 66 car there as well. So that is your front 3. And have a look at the battle already with the Wingless guys as they set sail 3 wide down into 3 and 4. And it is Butcher that will lead the way.
Timmy Harris in no man's land up there against the fence, way over the cushion and up in the slop, and has lost a couple of spots to the front guys. Meanwhile, though, Michael Butcher is your race leader. Heat race winner earlier on and carrying that form through to the feature. Then we go back to Paul Robinson, followed by Andrew Robinson. Slack. Then it's Timmy Harris in the 9 car, followed by Dave Ellis in the 5.
Paul Robinson just put the move on Butcher, gets around the outside, and we got a new leader, Trev.
Yeah, Paul Robinson in the 28 now, your race leader. We got back to Dave Eggins in the Rob Mac Harvester's car trying to find a way through the field. But Paul Robinson leads and stretching that gap over Butcher at the moment. Tim Harris still consistent and persisting with the top line. Just kisses the wall out of turn 4. Squares the car up down the front straightaway. And he lost 2 spots there to Andrew Robinson and also John Slack.
I'll tell you what, we're watching Mason Cattell and Ben Hull at the moment. They are tearing through this racetrack side by side and are carving them up. They have come from near the back of the field and sitting up there behind the leaders.
Yeah, have a look at Dave Ellis on the outside. Dave Eggins on the outside of Ellis. The Rob Mac Harvester 71 moves up a spot. Now he's going to try and go around the outside of Slack. Eggins has got the eyes on and he's out after our race leader. But I don't know that he's going to have enough time. Harris persisting with that high line, sits in 3rd. As Butcher stays on the bottom. Oh, Ellis there had a look on the inside of Slack, had to get out of it, and Hull had to get on the brakes into 1.
Yeah, Slacky got it all crossed up, coming out of 4.
Meanwhile, Paul Robinson just driving away from this field. The high line's paid off for Harris. Oh, he gets crossed up and almost spins it. Drops the spot to Butcher that he just got on the front straightaway. Oh, he has gone big time. That is a huge crash for Tim Harris. He persisted with that high line and it has cost him dearly.
That was huge. And Alan Sollett rode every bump. Wow, that is a brand new motor car. The high side, as you said, Trevor, he persisted. Lap after lap, was making his own groove. And the crash crew again, how good are they, folks? A fantastic job. A little bit of smoke on the other side of the car at the moment.
Oh, I think that's just steam, Macro. I think it's the cooling system having a hemorrhage.
Wowee. Reds straight away from John Kelly in the control tower. And the boys will lift this down as gently as possible. Just checking on the driver before we go any further with it. Timmy says, yep, just get me on 4 wheels. And as gently as you like, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause for the crash crew, folks. Wowee, as gentle as you like. Concentration now as the helmet comes off. Big round of applause for Timmy Harris. And the helmet will slide off. And down to you, Trev.
Well, Macca down here with Tim Harris, mate. First things first, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. Just a little bit of a headache at the moment, but I think it must have been a pretty decent one by the look of it. So, yeah, it's really unfortunate first race of the season. But geez, we had something going there in the top. Hopefully it was pretty enjoyable for you guys in the crowd to watch that. It was pretty cool to drive it, but just unfortunately ended up on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, mate, you persisted with that high line. It can either be glory as it's ended up now, but you kissed the wall out of 4 before and squared the car up. That was probably a warning that maybe it should have came down.
Yeah, but the speed was there too, and I think the only time I was going to get around Butcher there was around the top. So, anyways, this is what it is. We'll learn from it and move on.
Good to see you. Okay, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Back underway as we go green, and once again, Egan's on the high side of Robinson, having a real good look down the back straight as Butcher breaks them, puts the anchors on, and everybody has to check up one more time coming out of 4. Andrew Butcher setting the pace there in second spot. Egan's won't go away on the outside. Drag race down the back straight with Robinson, and we'll stick the Rob Mack up into third spot. Robinson says, you're going to have to do better than that, mate. He comes back underneath him, and we're almost 3 wide with Slacky as well. Lap starting to wind down, 10 left in the book, halfway home. And our leaders looking the goods at the moment. Paul Robinson, the number 28 pilot, ahead of Butcher. The great battle for third and fourth. Oh, cars all over the racetrack. That's Ben Hull and Jolly. They sort themselves out. We stay green. Track becoming very slick. Trev all of a sudden catching a few of these drivers out. Robinson and Butcher almost nose to tail. Have a look at the battle for third, fourth and fifth. Yeah. Slack not out of this either. Almost 3 wide, Trev, as they sweep through 4.
Yeah, Slack on the inside, Andrew Robinson in the middle, and Eggins on the outside. Eggins persisting with the line that we saw Tim Harris running earlier on. Meanwhile, Butcher's dropped back a car length or 2 off the back of Paul Robinson as the laps tick down. There's 6 to go this time by. They're still 2 wide between Slack and Eggins. Meanwhile, Andrew Robinson has a firm hold on third at the moment. Mason Cattell on the outside of Dave Ellis. They're looking to bring this fight up for third as well. As change for the race lead, but now Robinson back on the inside. Butcher had it for about 20 metres. Wingless sprints are turning it on.
The slide job from Butcher, absolutely top shelf. Couldn't hang on to it though. Robinson had the momentum coming out of turn 4. Butcher trying to set him up again. Eggins now finds himself up into a great battle there on the back end of the 82 of Robinson. Andrew Robinson doing just enough to hang on to third spot. Plenty of dust down there at the moment. Paul Robinson from the drop of the green, starting to feel the heat now from Butcher. 2 laps to run this time by. The Wingless Brigade once again, Trevor, have not disappointed.
Absolutely not, and it's still continuing further back through the field. The second of the Tim Harris's, the 75 car, travelling slow. There'll be 1 to go this time by. Couple of back markers coming up for our race leaders. They could come into the equation for Butcher. Looks like Andrew Robinson's got a firm hold on third, although Eggins persisting on the high side. Slack down the bottom. Gets our position back. Here we go. It's going to be a run to the checkered flag. Robinson's got the gas. Butcher will not get there. Paul Robinson wins. Second to Michael Butcher. Third to Andrew Robinson. Then it was John Slack, Dave Eggins, Mason Cattell. Young Lockie Robinson. Further back is Ellis. Jacob Jolly and the rest of the field come on through. There's Benny Hull as well. Wow. Again, along with Activated Industries for this season, and round 1 winner.
Wow, what a fantastic feature for the Wingless one more time. The Robinson boys are on the podium. That is always a good thing.